All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Summertime Rendering, episode 23. Oh man, we are coming off of a hype last episode.
Yeah, last
Holy
episode
shit.
gave us basically the setup for the end here.
Mm-hmm.
Or not.
Or not.
Because Shide is back.
But more importantly,
Yeah.
we found out that Ushio and Shinpei apparently have some problems with hygiene and touching their faces because they both got red eye.
Yeah.
And why? Yeah.
Yeah. So is it of the Heine variety? Is it of the Heine and Loop variety?
Is it some other combination thing that we haven't seen yet? Who knows?
We'll have to see. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. One of the babies.
Well,
Oh.
oh, he's like obtained the powers of God or whatever. Wait.
Oh. Okay, Heine and Hiruko's eye things are gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, because right, the egg thing.
Yeah.
Shire needs to Shine.
Ryunosuke!
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh. On the other side? Oh shit. Shotgun to the face.
Dang it. Not enough. Ow, legs.
Yeah. Your leg's still broke. Oh wait, no. That was
Well. Yeah.
Oh no, okay.
Whoa. Yeah, it's like a...
Now,
You're going into effectively the space that
okay.
they were going to create for this beyond time and space and everything.
I'm curious what Ushio's planning to do with the hair that's trailing behind. Alright.
Oh, yeah. Inosuke's like, whoa.
I feel like such a third wheel.
Yep. Oh, here
Wait,
we
and
go.
this is where they are now?
All right, here we go.
Okay,
Whoa.
trippy.
The flow, the river is non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
He's standing atop the river.
Right. Yeah, time is essentially frozen.
Very good obvious symbolism there. Oh! No, because there is no river, it's a...
Oh, lovely.
Whoa. This is the space that they,
That they come from?
Yeah. I'm used to it. Yeah. Oh, literally? Your mental pain as well. Okay. Or an egg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I love how weird things can get in anime. Where it's just like, so he's following a ball, right? With his shotgun and his half-broken right leg.
Right. While
another
creepy, Lolly sings in the background.
Yeah. And another consciousness puppets his body. Oh.
Just shadows everywhere.
Well, yeah, because these are the people that are going to live here peacefully. This is what Heine wants, yeah.
This land is peaceful.
Its inhabitants kind. Yes. I was literally thinking about that like 2 minutes ago. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-huh. Yeah. She's attached. Yeah.
Right.
この先牛尾の自我が消滅し、ハイネが現れるようなことになれば、私が殺す。
Okay.
だがもしも私がいなければ、龍之介。
Because the eye
Well.
is now
Oh shit.
manifesting itself as Heine's original.
新平待って龍之介君なんか言ってる
駅やから龍君この子は違う龍君を殺した悪いハイネじゃない
Whoa.
あの時ハイネの自我は分裂したんよそん
Oh.
ハイネとヒールことに分かれたんや
Ah, hence why it happened, because she just did something so, you know, unbelievable to herself,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, nice.
お姉ちゃんの
And thus the two eyes, the split from
The
there
two
as
eyes,
well.
the split, the, you know, mechanical reason why there would be a chance of her being saved now.
ハイネが話したいって聞いちゃってくれる
Well, this is also probably the key to the loop and everything as well. Uh-huh. Okay, let's go.
君が
怖がらんでええってみんなひずるさんの友
It's
達やから
interesting because in this case, now Ushio, because of time shenanigans, is like her mother.
Yeah.
りょうくんが連れてへん
ほんまやさっきから普通に喋れてるし
Oh, yeah.
時
Okay,
間の前後がないからループもできやんし2秒先もない
alright.
やつはここで牛尾の目を奪おうとしておる。
スキャンした時に飛び込んできた思考
Oh.
あいつは世界を殺すつもりゲーム機の電源を切るみたいに
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
he
my
did make
god.
that.
その後の世界がない
That really is what he wants. Baby found nihilism.
But that's the point, is because he's so tired of existing. He's
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What the?
この音は
An air raid? Oh shit! Oh,
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Because he's that old and he's in this space, he's just recreating a bombing run.
the napalm runs.
Holy shit.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Here come the firebombs. Yeah.
Yep.
牛尾さんさっきの話の続きやけどよ
Okay.
Yeah.
指令は牛尾の目を奪ったから現世で使うつもりってことやろなら現世に戻る手段はあるってことやな
Yeah.
All right. Good point.
ヒルコ様を消すんじゃ。常世とて今の牛尾なら消せるはず。ヒルコ様が消えれば常世も消え。
All
Yeah,
right.
And so does the armor. So does everything. So
Yeah. So do they.
Yeah.
この空襲は
Yeah.
Which means I have memory of it too.
Yeah. Jesus.
こんなこと思い出させ
Oh.
Yeah.
記憶やて
牛尾、わしの合図で飛び出せ。この日の記憶ならわしにもある。
Okay.
少しの間、記憶を押しとどめるくらいのことはできよう。ただ、シデ様の鎧じゃが。
指令を倒すにはまずハッキングで鎧を消す次に中身を殺す
Okay.
見て必要やでもそれじゃ初手の直後に牛尾がやられ
Yeah.
てまう
Yeah.
いや死なんで私はミオからもろたあれがある
Oh.
All right.
She did.
わしを信じてくれるか。
信じるよ
Could be the aspect of
お姉ちゃんの友達なら
Save Mio.
Yeah.
龍之介
なあ新平
All right.
Okay.
ありがとう
Holy shit. All right.
Oh my god. This is fucking epic.
Are you surprised?
Yeah. Leaping along the falling fire bombs.
Yes.
ヒルコ様を
Rules of nature.
楽にしてやってくれ
Oh, and now they're falling again. Okay.
ハゲて思う私の神が防ぎきれやん
Holy shit. Yeah. Oh my god.
でもお前を殺せ
All right. You already left the armor.
中身がない
Yeah,
it's just empty
no,
armor.
'cause he is dead. No,
Mhm.
that's yeah.
Right, you have to actually... Wait,
Okay,
who did
okay,
he
okay.
hack? He hacked Hiroko? Nice.
復活した何か食べたおそらく
Yeah, I think so.
Hey!
ならせめて
Yeah, that little piece there. Yep. Hack.
Oh shit.
空襲が病んだ今の一瞬の接触で空襲の記憶が消されたのか
Oh.
聞こえる
Okay, so he's falling.
分かったでシデの本体は現世におる
現世やて
シデはヒルコを通じて鎧を遠隔操作してるんや
Uh-huh. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't win here then.
So we have to get out.
今どうなってる
私が消した左半身はそのままや
それなら鎧を全て消し切れば勝てるお牛尾牛尾
No.
Oh. Okay. All right.
We jumped over the whole shark and we're flying over the sky in a timeless space with
Yep.
a god's, little baby form that fused with Heine getting puppeted by a, Final
Using
Fantasy shadow boss
Right.
thing. That,
recreating the memory of a World War II air raid. Goddamn.
this is wild.
Yeah.
Like, rather than spending, I guess, most of the time involved with how we set up the premise, we're getting a
Right.
final battle set piece kind of thing here. But, okay. All right. Oh,
Okay.
we went into a whole nother dimension here.
Yep.
We had our fill of an actual, final boss fight. Shide is losing, but Ushio might be done,
Yeah.
but we don't really know why. I think we
Right.
also need to address the fact that we've hit that point in the story where we're not totally able to follow the actual stakes of what's going on here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bit of a rough thing, unfortunately, because the pacing of this episode is also very off and inconsistent.
Yeah.
So it's a thing where we're clearly setting up the actual final finale stakes with everything being, what does Shinpei have to sacrifice? How does the eye that was, the little piece of what remained of Heine's consciousness when the split happened set up things for then the passing of that power to then go to Shinpei in the beginning so that we have this whole thing here.
Yep.
And I'm more interested in that.
Right,
than I
the
am in
actual
this. Yeah.
the actual fight that's happening here feels kind of arbitrary and kind of like retreading old ground.
Yeah.
But the
setting of it is really cool.
setting of it is
It's
fantastic.
fucking awesome,
That's-
but
yeah, and the idea of using this as the way to get at the aspects of what is the exact split between Heine and Hiroko.
Yeah.
It gives a very satisfying answer to something that seemed just so why
Right.
of eye pops out of Heine's head.
Yeah.
Huh? Like as far as inciting incident for the entire show, I was always just sort of like, okay,
All right. But it's
right?
that was a moment where she made a decision that was so different.
Yeah, so violated her Heine identity, right? Because she had been overtaken by
And the Heine
Hiriko.
identity lost and thus was expelled.
Right. And
But
there you go.
The weird thing about that, though, is that then it's
why haven't we run into Heine at all up until now?
kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Two, that's probably going to be a huge part of it. Just bringing that up. But no. Sorry. No, remember the eye launched off and landed
On the ground and then scurried off. And we
Yeah.
still haven't
Yeah.
we still haven't gotten the bit of how that then got to Ushio. And we also don't get why Ushio has a red eye now if we did get an explanation. I just don't particularly like it. Because she gave the eye of Heine's that she had to Shinpei, right? But then they're saying that the reason that this is happening is it's because there's a part of, it's also going from a bit of exposition that also felt a bit off of, there's a bit of Heine that resides in Ushio, and that's why Ushio's different. Okay. And now it's reasserting itself.
Well, that can be explained because Ushio is a shadow of at the very least, of someone that either had the eye, regular Ushio, or that's where the eye.
Sure, because she possessed
At
the
some
eye
point-
for some time, there was a fusing
Yes.
of Heine into her shadow form or whatever.
Right.
And
That's something that I follow, but it's just the idea that then. So
Yeah.
over the course of that whole time, that never came
Right.
up as a thing.
And the fact that okay, that's the reason maybe, even though the show didn't, I don't think it said that, but I could see that being the reason why Ushio's shadow was able to resist Heine because she
that's
already
definitely
did have
that's
Heine, right?
definitely it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so as far as why she didn't show up until now, the thing that we had been sort of thinking is that there had been intentional memory erasure of Ushio in order to make it so that information wouldn't get leaked.
Right.
But if that's the case, why is it showing up now?
Yep.
Right.
There's
and so
nothing really that seems to be explaining that.
Yeah.
Now, we can always explain everything in a time, muckery show with something that happens at the very end that gives us a full, perfect perspective of everything.
But if we're whiplash spinning around on the way to get there,
it really hurts because then we're like, okay, now you just kind of have to pull out the card and play it. And
the magic, it all makes sense card.
It all makes sense card because, that's unfortunate because I feel like for the most part, like the overwhelming most part, there's definitely some things in the show where we're like, huh? But for the most part, it's been holding pretty fast to its own limitations.
Yes, and even the things that seem like they could be nitpicks, it ends up actually being like, no, there was a very good reason for that later. And it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, and it's also, for the most part, also pretty well in service of progressing the story and keeping things moving at a quick pace. This felt like something where I get that we need to have this interaction with Heine here, but we spent time in the episode focusing a lot on Shinpei and Ryunosuke just kind of talking about how to address each other.
Right, there was that part of me that's like, okay, is this actually is Ryunosuke is there some person that Ryunosuke has grown to care about in the main cast, like Mio or someone like that, or even Heine, I don't know, and it's because of all of the stuff that's happening, this is the way that we can actually get a more up close perspective on Ryunosuke because for the most part it's been Hizuru and then we sort of get Ryunosuke, and so maybe this could be a way to do that, but it just feels kind of off here, right? Yeah. It's not really important, and then and normally that could be fine because that could be a bit of grounding, just levity before all the craziness happens,
and also the mystery of where we are and all that, but also again, most of the exposition as to where they are and why they're here and all that has been given to these characters, and thus we kind of know as well.
Right.
So
we don't even know why Shide was able to make the portal to this place.
Well,
it's not unreasonable in my mind that he can. I guess.
No.
But
I don't think that's a problem. I think that's something where Heine and him have been working together for a good period of time. This has been Heine's plan all along. And Shide has only been a potential person that she would want to hide things from when the encounter of one of the loops basically ended up bringing you realize what Shide's doing
No,
here.
no, yeah, totally.
So this is it's already too late. This is connected to the
right. This is something that they've already
something.
constructed, and Shide had the ability to access because they were planning on bringing, making a billion shadows or whatever, turning the island into shadows and then bringing them here.
All here, yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
But Shide had always basically been like, oh, after? Yeah, I haven't really thought about that because.
Yeah, and
so
as far as like that's I generally have trouble with antagonists who are like, I want to destroy everything. Because
the only way I buy it is because it's he wants to take himself with it.
No, right, but
I have no issue if it's no, this is my spiteful way to say fuck everybody else. I am tired of living. I'm gonna burn it all. I think that's a totally fine motivation for him. But I agree with you that if it's destroying the world, it does feel like it can be I don't really have a motivation for him. So
I don't have a motivation, but here it's something that's really bad and you need to stop him, right? We already have enough to stop him because of all the shit that he has done over the years to Heine and everything, right? That is enough, right? And as far as if it's something that's really spiteful or whatever, yeah, that could totally work. But I don't feel like I know him I understand him enough in order to think that that's actually what it is, and it's not just have you ever thought about how the world is like a video game?
No, I'm in agreement with you.
Little deep,
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. The main thing is that I am stretching just a little bit to assume that he wants to destroy himself with that as well. I think that's what makes sense for his character.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to say that.
No.
That's not a thing there, except for whatever reason they brought up him actually saying what his plan was and everything also in the episode to everybody.
And at the same time.
that felt also like, why would he do that?
Yes. Yeah. And on top of all of that, this immortality that he's achieved is something that he has painstakingly protected and perpetuated. If he ever wanted to just not be around anymore, immortality is a curse kind of a thing, he could do that. Literally at any moment,
we haven't established enough things in the story that would keep him from not doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah. So, yeah. That's why I think it's spite. That's why I think it's simple, is that he has the ability to end it all for himself at any point. But he wants to basically get to the point where his motivation, in my opinion, this air raid here is actually potentially the most important thing in the episode.
Oh, okay.
It's the idea that if he lived for, X number of years, whatever amount it was, hundreds or whatever.
Yeah.
He saw things like this.
Sure.
He experienced loss, tragedy, death, and the horrors of humanity on a scale that few ever have. And it's the fuck humans and all this stuff.
Sure.
Yes, I can absolutely make Heine buy that I want to create a shadow society and world because I do want to leave that world. I hate that world.
Right.
That's genuine. Then it's over the course of time, he's realizing, you know what? No, that's not enough for me. I have to give them the middle finger on my way out. And no, I don't really care about Heine or Hiroko. I don't really care about anybody.
Right.
So he loses his humanity over the course of time because he's immortal.
Yeah.
And then over that time, he then decides to do this. I think you can pull enough out of it that it makes sense.
I definitely like that idea for an antagonist. Only issue.
And thus the air raid is just an example of that. Yeah.
And then I think about the fact that, he was kind of a piece of shit from the very beginning, and
what's the very beginning?
Captured and impregnating Heine, perpetually to keep his line of shadow human clones going. It's not a he was a great guy, but then
no. It's not that he was a great guy. It's that he lost his last remaining pieces of humanity. Because humanity is not just the good parts.
No, totally.
Humanity is the selfish desire to survive and consume and take so that you are able to then live and stuff. I'm saying that at the very least, he had that. And now he no longer does.
Right.
And it doesn't take a big stretch to go, the immortal person wants to die? That makes sense.
Yeah, totally makes sense.
Living sucks,
Right. But at the same time, he also cares enough about the fact that, his whole,
he's not a great,
thing.
No, I know.
Put it on everybody else.
Can you stop saying little deep? You're being derivative here. The point is that the story is building him up to be this grand force. Hiruko is effectively defeated. And when it comes down to his motivations, it's very lackluster.
Yeah.
It's not explored enough via the way that his character was also kind of shoddily thrown in with a lot of expositions at the end as far as things go. Which, hey, that's because Shinpei wasn't focusing on him. And you know what?
Yep.
That's fine.
And they had their reasons for all of that stuff that we talked about when the reveal for him actually happened. Very cool. But yeah, so now we're in this situation. We got to beat him.
Yeah.
But he is actually on the outside, remotely controlling it from in here. That
I don't understand.
I don't understand, because unless
he has more bodies, that feels boring.
Right, because then it's but arbitrarily he could have as many bodies as he wants.
As the plot desires.
You know, like why would we know that a third one is the final one? You know, right?
Yeah.
And the two that were out there were pretty decisively like they're dead. You know, so
I guess they have to literally do one of them is actually alive.
Maybe, yeah.
Because then it's otherwise there are no stakes.
Right, or it's the last ditch effort. I got them to follow me into this space outside of time as one of my bodies is on the brink of death.
Yes.
And because it's outside of time, it happens in an instant, and therefore I don't need to worry about it.
I can have enough time in here to be able to do it.
Although at the same time, if you have someone that's inside time controlling somebody in a space that's outside of time, I feel like there's some
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Hence why a lot of the mechanics at this point have lost us. We are operating purely in the space above the shark. You know, we are in a space right now where the story has given us enough setup that I'm willing to trust that it has an ending in mind that actually works for the main characters, not necessarily for Shide,
but for the main characters,
for the main two here,
right? And until then,
Shinpei.
We'll get a lot of spectacle to, things like recreating a World War II bombing raid. Like that's just fucking awesome.
Time has stopped, and Ushio is leaping up the bombs on her way to fight Shide with her hair.
Why the hell not? You know?
Fuck yeah, this is anime. Let's do it.
Yep. I also really like that the love confession came as they were about to go into the place that they might not return from. Like, I very much appreciate that. You know, it's like, it's not during like the exact moment of like a dire circumstance, but it's hey, if I'm going to say this at all, it would kind of be important for it to happen now.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And
so Heine's on their side.
Mm-hmm.
Heine has given them basically the tools by which that if they basically let one of their if they let one of their eyes go to the other, they have the full power here, except they have to do it in the real world in order for it to actually have any meaning, because we're in a place where we're disconnected from time. So therefore, doesn't one of them have to die here? Like,
I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, okay. I don't feel like I understand the mechanics of what's happening in order to make that decision. One way or the other.
Yeah. We might have also forgotten some things because Ushio has a lot of things stacked up on top of things on top of things on top of things.
Oh yeah, like the hair that's like leading back. You know, was that just a thing so that hopefully the gate wouldn't be able to close and they could get out? Or is it something so that way there's a hair of her that's on the outside that then they can then trigger to do stuff, you know, if she dies in here or whatever.
Right.
You know, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. And yeah, we have a lot of criticisms about this, mostly because the ending has been built up to quite a bit in this story, given that I've been of the opinion that we've kind of already seen the ending. It's just, been told out of order.
Sure.
And it's so then does this lead to a good end? Does where we're currently at lead to it? I don't think it does. I don't think currently it does. Ushio is falling. She's unconscious. Something's going off here. And we also do not have access to the full rendering ability effectively to use because we're in this space here.
Okay, what if...
So whatever Ushio can do to hack the Hiruko baby and get them access back into the real world here, then we're good. But like Shinpei said, anything that happens here is final because it's how do you retrieve something that's outside of the retrieval?
So, okay,
range?
I might have just thought of a way that the show could explain the whole situation of Ushio going unconscious for some reason in a way that would kind of be satisfying.
Okay.
The hair that she left behind. She used that as an anchor point. She lets go of this body here.
She just jumped back to the real world.
She just jumped back to the real world.
Okay, so Ushio's on a bizarre adventure right now.
You basically
No, because she only has one eye.
But
so you're telling me
like
one eye is enough because it's her, because she's got a connection to Heine. That's why she's able to.
Well, or just
shouldn't Shinpei also be able to? Huh.
Well, the idea would be that the reason
point.
if she could leave this space using the hair thing, right, that was outside the gate, right, then the reason she would want to do that is to find then Shide's body now that they know that he has a body out there, and then they can kill it and win the fight in here, right?
Okay, yeah.
Now that still I'm still not sure how I feel about that, but
right, yeah, they very much did make the point of this hair being
right.
Connected outside of things here. The infinitely long,
right,
hair that, also, while it being out there, did it get cut once the place sealed? Because there's no hair trailing out to some space,
right, into the cliff or whatever,
or into the water. Yeah. So I think it was severed.
Probably.
Which hey, that might still work.
Yeah.
Again, mechanics.
The show's kind of just doing we're going to do what we want here, and hopefully the general emotion of it is enough to just make it be something that the audience wants to accept.
Yeah. But all right, we got a couple more episodes, and then we're 2 more episodes, and the show's over.
Resolve the fight, and then epilogue / Giga Leap, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.